You need to really look to, again, holding on to all the positives, take hold of what you've learned and start to really use it. If you provide a service, then start to share out your gifts with those around you. Start sharing it with the world. And especially if there is something that you are providing as a help to others, as in therapies or learning some kind of knowledge, then this is the time to provide that information. I feel like things are going to slow down again in August. So get prepared this month and throughout July. I feel mid-July, things are going to start creeping in with delays. Maybe things might be a little bit stop-start. So if you're going to launch something, this could be the best month for it. Now, there are some things coming up from the past. I feel like people could come knocking on your door where you least expected it. It's like someone tapping you on the shoulder and going, hey, fancy seeing you here. You may come into contact with an old love. You may be an old friend, a contact or colleague, and it could be just the thing that you are looking for. So expect the unexpected. This is a healing month all round, and I'm just feeling a softness, not softness, and something that is providing a higher vibration, but a glow to everybody. This is a month where new directions can be walked upon, where you finally get the keys to that door, where you find that there is a turning point and you realise that actually all you've got to do is look in a different direction, and there it is. I do feel, again, loyalty is key here, but loyalty to yourself first, because you are the most important commodity, and without you, how can you provide the learning to others and shine as an example? Always consider that whatever you do, other people pick up on. Whoever you come into contact with, you influence them in some way, just as other people influence us. So why not do it in a good way? And the more you do that, the more you're going to attract of positivity in return. I'm seeing happy family relations here, maybe new babies being born, or an energy around young children, something that could be planned, or you're planning for something come autumn time. Maybe there is a baby being born in autumn and you are making preparations and you're realizing, oh my goodness, we've got to get this sorted. Or it's just an unexpected surprise. But there's definitely blessings here, positivity. You could be preparing for, a child going to school, or, a big major change there, new pathway for a child, as, they're going to, like I say, a new school, or they're starting school. Maybe they're going to be starting playgroup, or, if you've moved house, this is bringing change as well. But I feel like autumn is going to be definitely a key focal point where you're looking towards, or you're planning towards something in autumn. It could just be a reunion or a holiday, but I do see receiving good gifts, more money. Some of you, there could be an unexpected windfall this month, but I'm seeing also a lot of honesty as well. For some of you, feeling that you've been given back at last, that someone has paid something back that they've been holding on to, and they finally relented and realised the error of their ways. This is a month, although this is all go, it's also a time to stop. And I feel like that's because you've come to the end of a situation and you can now stop and you can breathe, because you've been working towards things up until now. So the last 2 weeks of May have been all very full on. And for any of you that are entrepreneurs out there, or who work, do work for themselves, June and July and August can be the quietest months, especially where communication, if you work in the field that I am, it definitely slows down, because generally people are happier in the summer and they're off and they're out and about, and they're not feeling, that if you're in a place where it's colder and it's rainy, i.e. England, it does get you down. But if you're in a sunny climate, or things are looking up and, it is holiday season, then you go and relax, you enjoy yourself, so you're less concerned. So it is important, if you've got something you want to get out there, that it is done, it's kind of happening, I would say, by the second week of June. Maybe do a nice launch around then, 14th to the 15th. Now, there is an ending that is coming, or for some of you, there could be endings. People maybe they pass. I am getting like a sense of relief here, though. a feeling of like, at last, we can move on. At last they're out of their misery. Not that you're wishing for people to go. There could be a phone call, but it will give you control back. I'm not feeling this is unexpected. So although it might happen when you're least expecting it, it kind of isn't. It is expected. It's something that has been ongoing. I feel there's a new beginning coming, and I'm seeing paperwork as well. So I feel like this could be to do with inheritance or looking at the legalities of something. But I'm seeing discoveries, realizations. Maybe there wasn't what you thought there was going to be. I do see where an argument has been going off for anybody out there, or questions about wills and, who's getting what, that when you actually finally come to settle everything, there isn't maybe as much there, or it's not what anyone expected. It's a completely different outcome. But it does bring a sense of relief, because finally you can stop fighting. You can stop questioning. It is time to offload burdens this month, okay? So if there's something that you're carrying, if there's something you need to deal with, if there's a debt you've got to repay, this would be the time to really get it done, because you don't want to be thinking about it through the summer. And also what I'm seeing is, if you're owing something, there could be miscommunication during kind of August time, coming at the end of July, where, somebody starts coming forward wanting what you're owing or questioning it. But I do see a new beginning here, more honesty, and definitely communication between people, where people are kind of opening up and they're speaking their truth. And this is a good thing. This is a good thing. Self-love though. If you're looking for a job, the more self-love you give yourself, the more time out you give yourself. Or if you have been doing that over the past 6 to 8 weeks, and I'm often telling people to do that and saying, the first port of call is you, then you will start seeing the results and some successes during June. There's definitely inspiration as well around the heart self. I feel things just feel lighter. There's excitement going around. It's like there's new products picking up on TV, new ways, new systems, obviously new fitness regimes coming in, maybe exercise equipment. Somebody who's been quite quiet, maybe just on YouTube selling something, which I would say is kind of bringing in the spiritual side of things to some equipment, which I'm not quite sure that would happen or work. Is going to be quite a new fad that takes off as well. I'm getting America, somewhere beginning with T, and they're saying tuck it in. It's something small, or maybe it's to do with tummy tucks, or, putting everything in tight. So there's these new things coming up, which will be inspirational, because it will show you that we can make a lot for, small ideas can become something quite amazing. And I feel this is something that will come up that no one would have seen, and even the person doing it wouldn't have realised what an impact this could make on the world. I don't know why I'm seeing like a rowing machine or some kind of exercise machine. Maybe it is rowing. But there's a man standing on screen and he's talking about it. The information is going on in the background, like a gym. And there's a man who's dressed up in like a t-shirt, gym stuff, and he's talking, and they're talking over satellite, and there's people in the studio. So it could bring inspiration to other people to get started, where they felt lost, and a realization that things can work. And, he's living proof, this man, for some reason. Don't feel pulled into other people's patterns. If you feel like you're in a place of tug of war, or, other people are influencing you and you're feeling out of your head a little bit, step back, because I'm seeing nervousness, other people impacting on, if you're in a good place, just start, be aware of it, step back and move forward yourself and do what is important for you. I'm seeing Scorpio energy and soul links here, which are finding the right ingredients to move forwards and new perspectives. That is quite specific. Scorpio is about rebirth, so it could be that old soulmates come together, or there's a rebirth or a reconnection as well. So emotional revelations coming about moving forward. You don't need to protect yourself as much as you have been. I'm not telling you to go outside without a coat on in the rain. This is about letting down your guard, being open, being more positive, being less afraid. That these, where there's been separations, they're going to start moving towards together, and I'm seeing much more balance there. I've got Virgo energy or feelings about somebody who could be a Virgo influencing you or playing games. This could be something that is going on around mid-August to mid-September, and I'm getting people wanting to do something now, but they're being held back by somebody else. If your gut instinct is telling you to do something, do it. This is a good time to listen to your gut instinct. When you come into August time and Mercury's retrograde, there could be a feeling of wanting to do it because you're feeling lost or you're feeling afraid. That isn't a good time to act. But now June we're clear of a lot of things. You're being provided with information from the past and told, where it is a clear road forwards and where it isn't. There's definitely big decisions around house moves. I'm seeing a lot of strength coming and support if you're looking to sell. Even if you feel like you're leaving somebody out in the cold or you're doing something that other people don't necessarily believe in. But I do see luck coming in for a lot of you and positivity. And again, communication seems key. Unexpected phone calls coming in just when you thought it wasn't going to happen. It's like that last few minutes, when time is running out, boom, there it comes. So keep in trust. If your instincts are telling you to do something, just keep listening and don't let anybody else influence that.